This is big. Every used car, truck, and sport utility are priced below book at Denny Mountain Rushmore Honda. Choose from Ford and Chevy trucks nearly $10,000 below book. Jeeps nearly $5,500 below book. Imports over $7,000 below book. Shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. And every one of them priced below book value. Some nearly $10,000 below book. Plus, low financing available for up to 72 months. See us at Denny Mountain Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
It's time for Happy Honda Days at Denny Mountain Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR on certified pre-owned CRVs, HRVs, and other select models. 1.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports and domestics with financing as low as 5.79% APR for up to 72 months. See us at Denny Mountain Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Film from the Cavaliers in some of their earlier games. Don't let the record fool you. This is a solid Cavalier team that works really hard and is coached really well. Again, that's our keys to the game being brought to you by Dakota Discount RV. And again, you can find Dakota Discount RV across from Cabela's on JB Road in Blackhawk and at DakotaDiscountRV.com. We are about 5 minutes away from the tip-off here this afternoon. Of course, after this game, we'll have game 2 of our doubleheader. It will be the boys game, rather, as the Rapid City Stevens Raiders host the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers in boys basketball action. Let's take a look at today's players to watch. It's powered by the E3 Sports Complex. E3 is Rapid City's newest indoor sports facility, featuring 4 full courts for basketball and volleyball. Have your athlete unlock their full potential with expert training and coaching from the E3 trainers and coaches. Learn more and get your athlete started by visiting e3sports.org. Check out the E3 Sports Complex on East North Street in Rapid City. So, Dean, who do we focus in on this afternoon?
Well, let's start with the Cavaliers. I like Abby Horner and what she did yesterday and played well, but there's no doubt that really Altenberg was on fire yesterday. Like you said, 20 points. She was doing a lot all over the place, not a lot of early, kind of like every part of the Cavalier game. Just struggled early, but they kept going. They kept at it, finally found their groove, and kind of took off after that. So they're going to need those shooters. The Raiders are going to play man defense, which is going to be at the exact opposite that the Cobblers played yesterday. So they're going to have to be able to be ready in those shooting spots and knock shots down. And Brinley Altenberg, can she replicate that? Can Abby Horner replicate that? But if you can get another 20 points from Altenberg, I think the Cavaliers will feel really confident about that one. And for the Raiders, I like Jessa Griswold. She's another prototypical Raider girl ball player. We've got the way Brittany Jones plays, suffocating defense, hustles, shoots threes. Jessica Griswold's the same thing. She hustles after those rebounds. She can shoot the three. She plays devastating defense. Tonight, I think it's her time to kind of step up. She's done a lot all year long, and when you think about, the big scores for her, she kind of gets buried, I think, sometimes in some of the other names and what they can do. But she is just as much a part of this crew and ultimate a very needed piece of this crew for this Raider team.
And that's our players to watch, being powered by the E3 Sports Complex. Again, visit them at e3sports.org. Also, check out the E3 Sports Complex on East North Street in Rapid City. Just about 2.5 minutes away from the tip-off here this afternoon. This is the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show right here on Fox Sports Rapid City. We are going to step away from the Carroll Tire Gymnasium for 1 minute. We'll come back to wrap up our pregame show and get you set for the tip-off. We'll do that when we return in 1 minute on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Sometimes it's... Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
You're listening to South Dakota High School basketball on Fox Sports Rapid City, presented by Black Hills Surgical Hospital Sports Medicine and powered by Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center.
And we want to welcome you back to Carroll Tire Gymnasium to the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. We are moments away from the tip-off as the Rapid City Stevens Raiders, the number 4 ranked team in Class AA girls basketball. They're 7-1 on the season. They've won 4 straight, getting set to take on the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Sioux Falls Jefferson has won 2 straight games. They are now 2-4 on the season. So we are going to take a quick break as we pause for the national anthem. When we come back, we will give you the starting lineups, and we'll get you set for the tip-off. We'll do that when we return in 2 minutes to Carroll Tire Gymnasium right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on GoRaidersLive.com.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
And we want to welcome you back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on this Saturday afternoon with Dean Gurr. I'm Jerome Wickersham as we wrap up the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Our starting lineups built by Connect Home Center and Ace Hardware, whether it's residential or commercial. Connect Home Center has been your hometown lumberyard since 1928. And Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. For the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, their starting lineup looks like this. Number 2, Abby Horner, a junior forward. At a guard, number 4, Peyton Krall, who is a senior guard. Also a sophomore guard, number 5, Lydia Johnson. Number 3, Taylor Silvernail. She is a sophomore forward. And scored 20 points yesterday at a guard is sophomore Brindley Altenberg, wearing number 23. Head coach for the Cavaliers is Shantiva Pruitt. Now the starting lineups for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. They will go with number 1, Brittany Jones, a 5'6" senior guard. Number 3, Talia Porter, a 5'10" senior guard forward. Also, number 11, Finley Love. She stands 5'5" and a junior. Number 22, Jessa Griswold, a 5'8" junior guard. And number 23, Hallie Peterson, a 5'9" junior guard forward. Head coach for the Rapid City Stevens Raiders in his 4th season is Adam Dannenbring. Looking at the officials for this ball game. The Law on the Court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Today's officials are Matt Kemp, Jesse Strickers, and Dave Burnett.
Dave Burnett, a quality official, years and years, state tournament, whatever. Here's the kind of amazing thing of this game. You all know Burnett. I don't think he even has a real ankle. I think it's just bone on bone, and he works hard. I think he talked about retiring a couple of years ago, but he just keeps going and going. This game is going to work his ankle. We're talking tough against players, against press teams. They're just going to press. They're going to press, and the ball is going to go back and forth. And he might just stand at midcourt and just officiate at midcourt.
Well, the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers in their white uniforms with the gold numbers. The Raiders in their blue uniforms with white numbers. The tip controlled by the Jefferson Cavaliers, but right away we get a jump ball.
Instant pressure right away. She had no place to go. She's trapped at the division line. Force a jump ball.
So it'll be Raider basketball going from left to right. Again, thanks for watching the stream on GoRaidersLive.com. Here's Jones in the front court. Bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson back to Jones, top of the key. She'll reverse it left side to Love. Love, crossover dribble, gets it to Porter in the corner. She'll get around the screen. Now Porter, pull-up jumper from the baseline. That one rolls in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Johnson. They'll push the ball into the front court. This goes to Horner. Horner into the right corner to Silvernail. Silvernail back to Krall. Krall, bounce pass left side to Altenberg. Man-to-man defense by the Raiders. Altenberg, just a sophomore, the future of this Cavalier team, gets separation. Baseline jumper's good from Brindley Altenberg.
That was just smooth. She played the contact, gathered herself, kept body control, and great rotation.
Zone defense by the Cavaliers. Here's Brittany Jones, bounce pass to Porter. Porter, top of the key. Left side, they go to Griswold. Griswold dribbles around the perimeter, hands the ball off to Love. Love, cross-court pass to Peterson. Peterson into the right corner. There's the three by Griswold. That one is up and no good. Rebound grabbed by Silvernail. Silvernail trying to get by Peterson, and she bounces the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, it was great defense by Peterson, and like she said, she kind of just ran into her. It was a great no call, but she quit dribbling, and the ball just dribbled out of bounds.
There's Jones to Porter. Porter, left side to Jones. Jones around the perimeter, gets to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Porter. Now they go to Love in the corner. There's an air ball, but Griswold right there to keep it alive. Trying to work it inside. It's going to be stolen by Horner. Horner, in a hurry, gets into the front court, has a wide-open lane, and she gets the layup for the Cavaliers.
Boy, there was a breakdown in that transition.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that very often with the Raiders.
A wide-open pass to the basket for Horner. It is 4-0. Sioux Falls Jefferson with the early lead. Peterson puts up the floater in the paint. No good. The ball's tapped around. Griswold saves it to Love. Love drives, and she is bumped as she made her drive to the basket.
Something a lot like the game last night, for the Raiders. Struggling to get that shot in there. They're like 0 for 3 right now, but they're still working hard, still driving the lane.
Brittany Jones will trigger it in from the right baseline, gets it out to Love on that left wing. Love directs traffic. Sends it out to Jones, now reverses right side to Peterson. Peterson to Porter in the paint. The shot is up. That one in and out, no good. The rebound to Horner. Horner wanted to drive. They're going to get a whistle on Finley Love.
She just plays that edge. I think I say this every game. She plays right on that edge, the fine line between fouling and not fouling. And sometimes it's a foul, sometimes it's not. Like she said, it's right there on the edge, so she can't complain.
First on Love, first team foul against the Raiders. Altenberg in the front court, wants to drive on Peterson. Gets to that left wing, now around the screen, spins back, gets in the paint. And a 5-second violation on Altenberg.
Yeah, just a tenacious defense to stay with her. Was that Brittany Jones?
It was Peterson.
Was it Hallie Peterson? All over her. She went in, tried to drive. Great spin move, had everything. It just took her too long to develop that play.
Still the Raiders trying to get their first score in this ball game. They trail 4-0. 5.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here's Finley Love on the right wing. She'll dribble around the perimeter, and the ball goes out of bounds. She tried to get it to Peterson, but instead it's thrown out of bounds. So not a good start here for the Raiders through the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, we talked about the Cavaliers yesterday. We talked again about it earlier this afternoon. They work really hard. They're very tenacious. Their record does not indicate how hard they work.
We have Hayden Thornton and also Mackenzie Schreiber checking into the contest for the Raiders. 5:20 to play. Here's Altenberg here in this first quarter. Left side, they work it over to Johnson. Johnson gets around the double screen, around the perimeter, right side, works it over to Silvernail. Silvernail to Altenberg. Altenberg wants to drive. Instead, she slows it down. One-on-one, she puts up the three. It is no good, but a 3-second violation on the Cavaliers. Someone camping out there in the paint.
It's a great day to camp out.
It's supposed to have some snow coming, I think.
That's all right. Just stay at a 10.
Here's Hallie Peterson in the front court for the Raiders. That zone defense by the Cavaliers. They get it to Schreiber. Bounce pass to Porter. Porter wants to drive. Now they go Schreiber. She'll shoot the three. This one no good. Porter the rebound, puts up the shot. That one is no good. A battle for the rebound. Porter gets it and puts it in for two.
Talia Porter absolutely just owns the paint down there. She gets 2 rebounds and finally gets it to fall.
4-2, Sioux Falls Jefferson leading on the State Farm scoreboard. At the other end, that is going to be number 3, Taylor Silvernail, who knocks down the tray. It is a 5-point Jefferson lead. 4:20 remaining in the first quarter. Peterson left side to Griswold. Along the baseline, she'll send it out to Schreiber. Schreiber dribbles around the perimeter. Bounce pass to Porter on the near side. Porter to Thornton in the corner, and she knocks down the three.
Thornton had a great game yesterday. She was burying threes.
Nice answer there for the Raiders. It's a 2-point Jefferson lead, 7-5 over the Raiders. Just a point in this first quarter. Corner of the basketball. Hands the ball off to Silvernail, now left side. They work it down low. Back to Silvernail. She puts up the fadeaway jumper and hits it. Not bad now for Taylor Silvernail.
Yeah, the defense was there. She just had a great offensive move.
Back to a 4-point lead, 9-5. Peterson, right side to Schreiber, out to Thornton. Thornton now. There's the scoop shot. That one is good for Thornton.
And she was falling away when she did it, too. So back-to-back scores for Thornton.
9-7, back to a 2-point lead, trying to work the ball inside to Abby Horner, but she can't get to the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Finley Love comes back in, as does Brittany Jones. Addison Warnke also in the ball game for Sioux Falls Jefferson. She's a junior forward. And Bree Umbriet checks into the ball game. Raiders with a chance to tie or take the lead. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter on the State Farm scoreboard. Schreiber bounced pass to Thornton. Thornton to the elbow, now out to Love for three. That one rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Bryant. Macy Bryant. And then the ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Raider basketball forcing another turnover.
Yeah, and that one, it was the pressure, obviously, that kind of did it, but she just threw the ball away.
Jones to Thornton. Thornton dribbles to the top of the key. Left side, hands the ball off to Schreiber. Schreiber bounce pass to Porter. Porter drives in the paint, kicks it outside to Schreiber. Schreiber, right side to Love. Love along the baseline to Porter on the low post, and she banks it in for two.
She just had the position. I think they kind of forgot about her there. She kind of slid in underneath.
That's 4 points for Talia Porter, and this game is tied with 2.5 minutes left in the first. Brinley Altenberg works her way into the front court, crossover dribble to the right wing. Being hounded by Thornton, she decides to drive. There's the floater in the paint. No good. A battle for the rebound. Jones comes away with it, and a whistle. I'm not sure what the call was.
It was against the Cavaliers. It was a push on the rebound, I believe.
So that's going to be on Addison Warnke, her first, team's second. Here's Thornton in the front court. Bounce pass to Love. Love along the sideline. Sends it out to Jones. Now right side to Schreiber. To Porter in the right corner. Porter back to Schreiber. She's wide open for three. This one at the back of the rim, no good. Bryant comes away with it. Bryant ahead to Horner. Abby Horner in the front court. Tied at 9 apiece. Horner wants to drive. Now she picks up the ball, and then it's going to be stolen by Jones. Jones in a hurry goes coast to coast. Makes contact, and a whistle against Brinley Altenberg.
Yeah, we talked about the speed. I think we even talked about this foul situation even last night. You're running down the court. You're like neck and neck. You have just what you need. You have the player right on your hip. That's where you want them, because if you're going to lean in and make that shot, they are not in the proper defensive position, so you're going to get that call.
That's the first on Altenberg, 13th foul against the Cavaliers. Jones makes the first free throw. And the Raiders take the lead for the first time this afternoon, 10-9 on the State Farm scoreboard. And this is our first of two games this afternoon on Fox Sports Rapid City. Here's Jones with her second free throw. This one is good as well. 2 points for Jones, and the Raiders lead 11-9 with 1:48 remaining on the State Farm scoreboard here in the first quarter. Macy Bryant in a hurry gets into the front court, drives coast to coast. Little too hard off the glass, no good. Addison Warnke gets the rebound, and she hits the deck. We'll get a whistle against the Raiders.
Yeah, kind of a rare mistake for the Raiders. Brittany Jones kind of chapped her chest. That's my bad. Had I boxed her out, she wouldn't have got the rebound, and then I wouldn't have had to turn around and foul her.
That's the first on Jones for second team foul against the Raiders. Addison Warnke at the free throw line. Misses that free throw.
You just love it when the players kind of own it. They realize, they buy into
that they made the mistake.
Yeah, it was there. I knew what I did. it's so hard because you have to keep up the physical, the mental aspect of the game, especially for the Raiders. It's running, and so you got to – sometimes you kind of lose. You just get into a spot and you get tunnel vision and you kind of forget what you're supposed to do for a second.
Warranty makes the second, just a 1-point Raider lead now. Here's Finley Love in the front court on the left wing. Finley Love gets to the elbow. In the paint, there's the floater. That one a little too hard, no good. Finley Love gets the rebound, though. Love again, right side to Thornton. Thornton, top of the key. Right side they go to Peterson. Peterson around the screen. Hands the ball off to Jones. Jones works herself around the perimeter. Gives the ball to Griswold. Griswold left side to Peterson, wide open in the corner. That one a little too strong, no good. Altenberg the rebound for the Cavaliers. Altenberg, the sophomore, into the front court. Sends it out to Bryant. She's going to fire the three. That one is short, no good. Rebound into the hands of Finley Love. Love pushes the ball to Jones in the front court. Jones, bounce pass right side to Finley Love. She'll shoot the three and knocks it down.
Third time's the charm. I think that was her third attempt.
I think so. It's 14-10. The Raiders by 4. We're down to 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Altenberg walks into the front court, going from right to left for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Being guarded by Hallie Peterson. A mismatch in the post, but they're not working it into the post. Instead, they'll go to Warnke. Now they will try to get it to Umbriet, but they overthrow Umbriet in the paint.
How about Finley Love having to play a post game there? I mean, she's a tenacious defender.
She is.
She's smart. She knows where to be when she needs to. So I don't know how much experience she's worked on trying to guard a post player, but that's a good recognition for you down low. And I think if the Cavalier would have just spun kind of right at the split second earlier, it would have been a great play for him.
Down to 15 seconds now. The shot clock is off. Here's the Raiders with the basketball. Porter to Jones. Jones. Bounce pass to Griswold. Griswold over to Porter. A long three-pointer. That one is short. Griswold there with the rebound, and she puts it in before the buzzer. Griswold gets the offensive rebound and puts it in for her first basket.
That's my player to watch right there. Griswold, again, she's a great part of this program.
On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. We played one quarter of basketball here at Carroll Higher Gym, and the Raiders lead Sioux Falls Jefferson 16-10 on the State Farm scoreboard. We'll come back in 1 minute on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Collins Siding has been the region's premier.
Sioux Falls Jefferson basketball to start this second quarter. Going from right to left, they work the ball to Johnson along the left baseline. Johnson, cross-court pass is going to be picked up by Horner. Horner in the paint, drives too hard off the glass, no good. Griswold comes away with it. Griswold in a hurry pushes the ball into the front court as we welcome you back to the Anytime Auto Sales broadcast booth. Here's Porter, right side. Here's Finley Love from the corner. That one a little too strong, no good. Rebound grabbed by Johnson. Johnson, outlet pass, goes to Altenberg. She'll stop and pop the three. That one is no good. Hallie Peterson, comes away with it. Again, here at the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. Peterson, the basketball. Peterson gives it to Porter in the paint. The shot is up, no good. The ball tapped around. Porter gets it back and puts it in for two.
Again, you let her anywhere in there, she is just going to dominate inside. And that's to say about her shooting ability, too.
6 points in the ball game. Here's the steal by Jones.
She just ripped it away from the Cavaliers.
Jones trying to get it to Porter. Instead, it's knocked out. Griswold picks it up. They work it around the perimeter to Jones. Back to Peterson. Peterson, top of the key. Over to Griswold. Out to Jones. She's going to shoot the three. That one a little too strong. No good. Altenberg the rebound. Here comes Altenberg into the front court. Left side. There's the scoop shot. It's good for Abby Horner.
Well, that's a rare miscue for the Raiders, not getting back quick enough on defense. And that's just one thing. The Cavaliers, they will constantly use their version of pressure.
Zone defense. Here's Jones now. Cross-court pass to Porter. Porter to Griswold in the left corner. Back to Porter. Now they go to Griswold. She'll shoot the three. That one a little too strong. No good. Into the hands of Lydia Johnson. Johnson to Horner. Now right side. They get the ball to, that is Silvernail. Silvernail to Crawl. Trying to work it into Johnson. Instead, it's going to be stolen by Jones once again. And Jones tripped up, loses the ball. We're going to get a whistle against Sioux Falls Jefferson.
Yeah, you know, we already talked about the turnovers for the Cavaliers, what they have to do. They really got to, you know, cut those down. You just can't be sloppy with the ball. The Raiders, they just have a nose for where the ball's at constantly. They are ready to take away something in the passing lane. They're just kind of everywhere, so you really have to be cautious, even though you're trying to force it and be quick about it.
There's Hallie Peterson. Gives the ball to Love. Now the ball is knocked into the backcourt, picked up by Thornton. Thornton back into the front court now. Thornton into the right corner. Schreiber dribbles out to the wing. Hands the ball off to Thornton. Thornton dribbles around the perimeter, gets it to Peterson. Peterson, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Schreiber. She'll shoot the three. That one is good for Schreiber.
Just money from downtown.
21-12. The Raiders on top by 9. Here's Altenberg. Splits the defenders. Races into the front court. Gets to the top of the key. Decides to drive. The shot is blocked, but a whistle against Finley Love.
Another one on Love. That's going to be her second. She might have to take a seat here.
Number 2 on Love, the first team foul this quarter for the Raiders.
She walks over to the bench and says, I don't know what I got to do. You know it. This has been your whole career, just to play right on that edge. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Altenberg makes the first free throw, and she had 20 points yesterday.
Yeah, she'll stay in the game here, Finley Love. But Altenberg, I can already see her, you know, if the Cavaliers get to the state tournament, she could be like an all, if it's not this year, you know, maybe next year, maybe the year after, just one of those all-tournament type teams, just really, really loaded with talent.
Oh, and she's just a sophomore as well, so. 4:50 remaining, 21-14. The Raiders on top by 7. Thornton, the scoop shot, a little out of control there, had nowhere to go with the basketball.
I think she's trying to change her mind. She went up sideways. Great defense by the Cavaliers.
Silvernail into the front court. Taylor Silvernail, left side to Johnson. Johnson directs traffic from the top of the key. Now goes back to her left. They get the ball to Horner. Horner out to Warnke. Warnke right side. This is going to go to Silvernail. Silvernail to Bryant. Macy Bryant wanted to drive the baseline. Instead, she's cut off. The ball goes out of bounds. We're down to 3 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to stay Sioux Falls Jefferson basketball. Brittany Jones and Jessica Griswold come back into the game.
This is where you really got to pack the paint here. Keep the ball out of the inside, force something on the perimeter. That way they have to rush a three-point shot.
Brenly Altenberg also checks back in. Macy Bryant will trigger it in from the right baseline. Gets the ball into Altenberg. She'll shoot the three from the right wing. That one off the mark, no good. But Warnke gets the rebound to keep it alive. She gets it out to Horner. She bounces it off her foot. Schreiber comes away with it. Here's Griswold in the front court. Right side to Thornton. She's wide open from the corner for three. Little too strong, no good. Horner grabs the rebound for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Horner picks up her dribble, passes right side. They go to Silvernail. Silvernail to Warnke in the right corner. Warnke being guarded by Thornton. Wants to drive. Instead, she'll get the bounce pass to Bryant. Bryant puts up the shot. No good. Porter stood her ground. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Raider basketball.
Yeah, she went great defense by Porter there as she kind of tried to go up and the scoop shot, and yeah, she just ran right into her. That's good defense. Every player deserves a spot on the floor, and Porter was there first.
Brittany Jones gets into the front court. On that far side, passes to Schreiber in the corner, back to Jones. Jones around the perimeter, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Griswold now, right side to Thornton for three. That one a little too strong, no good. Rebound grabbed by Horner. Horner to Altenberg. She'll work her way into the front court. Altenberg top of the key with 3:09 remaining in the second. Altenberg shoots the three. That one off the mark, no good, off the side of the iron. Thornton saves the ball. Collision there as two players hit the deck for the Raiders. Griswold. Jones. And Jones, the layup, misses the layup at the other end. She had a clear pass to the basket. Altenberg back the other way, left corner. Driving is going to be Horner. That shot a little too strong, no good. Back the other way in transition, the Raiders get the layup with Talia Porter. 8 points now for Porter, 23-14, a 9-point Raider lead with 2.5 minutes to go before half. Brindley Altenberg works her way, being guarded by Griswold into the front court. Left side, they'll work it over to Silvernail. Silvernail out to Horner, top of the key, reverses it right side to Bryant. Bryant drives in the paint. That scoop shot is good for Macy Bryant.
That was just a great drive by Bryant. You can see just the talent that the Cavaliers bring, ability to just handle the basketball.
Here's Jones, top of the key, over to Thornton. Thornton reverses it left side to Porter. Still that zone defense by the Cavaliers. Bounce pass right side. Thornton shoots the three. That one off the side of the iron, no good. Altenberg the rebound for the Cavaliers. Altenberg pushes the ball into the front court to Bryant. She'll shoot the three, and nothing but net for Macy Bryant. She has 5 points, and just like that, it's a 4-point Raider lead, 23-19. Here's Schreiber. Bounce pass to Thornton. Aiden Thornton, the basketball, crossover dribble, right side to Schreiber. She'll shoot the three. That one off the mark, no good. Coming away with it is Horner. Horner to Altenberg in the front court. Altenberg will shoot the three, and she knocks it down. Actually, just a two-pointer, I think.
She has an incredibly quick release.
She does.
She's so dangerous that way.
So a 9-point lead is only 2 points now for the Raiders, 23-21, as we approach 1 minute left here in the half. Jones at the other end, her shot is no good, and the Raiders have gone cold.
Oh, cold, and just the pendulum has swung the other direction, Cavaliers.
Altenberg being guarded by Griswold, dribbles to the right wing, tries to spin. It's Griswold, though, with a steal. Griswold trying to get in transition. Now she slows it down. Bounce pass to Porter. Porter in the paint, drives, has the shot blocked by Warnke, gets it back. The shot is up, no good. Porter again is going to be fouled by Warnke on her third attempt.
Gets her own rebound, plays through the contact, the ball falls back in there. I think finally Warnke was like, okay, I've tried to defend. Now I'm just going to hack her and just get out of the paint and put her on the line.
So correction, it looks like Abby Horner is going to pick up her first.
Yeah, Horner's over there talking to Coach Pruitt over there. She's like, I don't know what else to do.
Porter at the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. She makes the first. She has 9 points in this first half. We're down to the final 35 seconds of the second quarter.
And a big old line change coming in. See this frequently for the Raiders. I mean, frequent substitutions. Again, they have plenty of players that can do the game plan, can play the way Coach Dannenbring wants them to play.
You see Haley Falcon. She has checked in for the first time, the 5'4" sophomore guard. Second free throw attempt is no good for Porter, but it's Jones who keeps it alive. It was tapped right to her.
Yeah, it was Peterson who came back. She just tapped it the other direction. Jones keeps it. Raiders got final shot.
Down to 25 seconds. It's a 3-point Raider lead here in the second quarter. Porter near the scorer's table, directing traffic. Not in a hurry as the Raiders hold for the final shot of this first half.
They call number one out there. You see Jones screening down low for a shot in the corner for Falcon.
7 seconds now. Porter drives. Fadeaway jumper by Porter, no good. A battle for the rebound. It's going to be Bryant that comes away with it. And that will do it. That's the end of the first half here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium.
I think there was some miscommunication there. It looked like Brittany Jones was going to go after it. I think she thought another one of her players was going to get it. Instead, the Cavaliers got it, but no harm, no foul.
On the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, we've got a ball game here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. It's halftime, and the Raiders lead Sioux Falls Jefferson 24-21 in girls basketball action. We will step aside for 1 minute. The Consolidated Construction halftime show coming up next on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, also on the stream on GoRaidersLive.com.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The last great sale of the year is on at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 350 used vehicles, GMCs, Rams, Fords, Chevys, imports, and more, including GM certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down and make no payments until spring 2025. Local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And lower rates mean lower payments. Plus, buyers on site paying top dollar for all trades. Hurry! The last great sale of the year ends December 31st at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com.
And welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on the campus of Rapid City Stevens High School. With Dean Gurr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us as we welcome you to the Consolidated Construction halftime show built by Consolidated Construction. From start to finish, Consolidated pledges a quality experience every step of the way. When it comes to your next big vision and project, work with someone that was born in the Midwest and has ingrained their business into this community. That's Consolidated Construction at onecalltobuild.com. Here at halftime, the Raiders lead Sioux Falls Jefferson in girls basketball action 24-21. The Raiders jumped out to as much as a 9-point lead in the first half. They led 16-10 at the end of the first quarter, but it was Jefferson who kept the game close as they outscored the Raiders in the second quarter 11-8. Dean, the Raiders, they had a good start, a quick start to the ball game, but towards that second quarter, kind of the later stages, it really went cold there.
Well, this is one of those pendulum games, if you will. We saw, early on, the Raiders couldn't hit a shot very early on. Cavaliers kind of all over it. And then, of course, the pendulum swung all the way the other direction. The Raiders came storming back in midway to late first quarter, took a kind of a commanding lead there for a while, and then they kind of went cold, and then it kind of swung back the other direction as the Cavaliers, kind of started to take over, close the gap. Raiders couldn't do anything, and then all of a sudden, as the quarter closed out, here comes the pendulum back toward the Raiders, and they start knocking down shots and just, forcing things, kind of doing the things that the Raiders do. So, this game, at times, it feels like it's going to be a blowout, and then a couple of minutes later, somehow it's going to be back the other direction and another close game. So, who knows what the second half's going to hold for us. But, two clubs playing really, really hard, and we see it night in and night out by the Raiders. We saw it last night by the Cavaliers. They have the talent. They come in. They know they're not out of a game when they can work as hard as they do. They've got the talent to knock down the shots. I saw it when they played the O'Gorman Knights, early, I guess late last year, earlier this season. In that scenario, O'Gorman, very talented, but the Cavaliers, they got outpaced, but they held their own and just kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and that's kind of what we've seen here tonight. This is a team that, the record doesn't indicate how good they are, and, if they keep playing the way they are, they will end up being in a pretty decent look in that SODAC 16. And if they end up in the bottom half of the SODAC 16, could make a big upset. This is, of all the teams, I haven't seen all the teams, but this is one that I hope the Raiders don't have to play again going into that SODAC 16.
Absolutely.
They will be tough.
Looking at today's box score, it's brought to you by The Box. The Box is the Midwest's most innovative event center, featuring the best courts and space to host multiple games. The Box is the premier youth sports venue in the area. But sports aren't the only thing they can host. The Box can cater and host any of your meetings, conventions, or receptions. To plan your next event, visit thebox.live. For Rapid City Stevens in the first half, they are led by Talia Porter with 9 points, 5 points for Hayden Thornton off the bench, 3 points for Finley Love, also 3 for Mackenzie Schreiber, and then 2 each for Brittany Jones and Jessa Griswold. For the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, they are led by Brinley Altenberg, the sophomore, with 6 points, 5 points each for Taylor Silvernail and Macy Bryant, 4 points for Abby Horner, and then 1 point for Addison Warnke. I see the big difference in this first half as well. I mean, the Raiders do have the lead, but the Raiders are shooting only 25%. They've made 9 of 36 attempts compared to Sioux Falls Jefferson, who's shooting 50%, but they've also taken 20 less shots than the Raiders have.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy out there. And that's just 20 from the floor. The Cavaliers are 2 of 6 from downtown. The Raiders only 3 of 16 from downtown, so not nearly as hot as they were yesterday or last night, rather. But the numbers are it's just so deceiving. So, like you said, the Raiders shooting 25% from the floor, 18% from downtown. The Cavaliers are losing, but they're shooting 50% from the floor, 33% from downtown. How about the turnovers? That's probably the biggest thing. The 2 big numbers that kind of stand out. The juxtaposition of the shooting percentage we talked about, but the turnovers, the Cavaliers 10 turnovers, Raiders only have 2 turnovers, and the rebounding. The Raiders only have 15 rebounds, but 9 of them are on offense. Talia Porter has 4 offensive rebounds alone. Jessa Griswold, 3 of her 4 rebounds are on offense. So, again, they crash the board so well. Fundamentals get themselves second chance opportunities. So that's why they've taken so many more shots. They don't have a big lead right now, but they're never, ever out of it. They work so hard on the glass and keep the ball going and create turnovers so quickly. They just have a nose for where the ball's at that you absolutely cannot even blink for a second when you're playing them.
Again, this is the Consolidated Construction Halftime Show built by Consolidated Construction. At halftime, Rapid City Stevens leading Sioux Falls Jefferson 24-21. Let's look at our coaching adjustments brought to you by Lee Cruz, your local New York Life agent in Rapid City. Lee is ready to help you and your family put together a game plan to secure your financial future. So don't wait. Take action today and Google Lee Cruz, New York Life. Do you see any adjustments by these teams in the second half?
Well, I don't see a lot of adjustments for sure. I think just the Cavaliers got to make sure that they kind of slow down and are more cautious about their passes. They got to make sure that they get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. They get it looks like about 3 playmakers on here between Horner, Johnson, and Altenberg. Make sure you get them there. But in general, their game plan is going to stay the same. I think for them defensively, though, I don't know if it's like take Porter out of it, if you could really do that. I was just so impressed with the way the Cobbler boys last night played their defense and took the big guy for the Cavaliers out, that I don't know if you can do that for Porter because she plays so much on the perimeter and can just work the ball inside. For the Raiders, I don't know that there's going to be much adjustment. They're going to have to be able to adjust. Maybe the threes aren't falling today. I think they're going to continue to shoot them, but maybe not nearly as much. They're going to continue to try to work the ball inside and just continue that balanced attack of driving the lane and shooting threes.
Again, that's our coaching adjustments brought to you by Lee Cruz, your local New York Life agent in Rapid City. We are going to step away from 30 seconds. We'll come back with the start of the second half when we return on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City, and also on GoRaidersLive.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
And welcome back to Carroll Tire Gymnasium to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. 3-point lead to start this third quarter for the Raiders. They have the basketball going from right to left now. Here's Finley Love on that left wing, dribbles to the top of the key, hands the ball off to Porter. Porter crossover dribble, spins back to her right, sends it out to Peterson. Peterson gets to the free throw line, picks up her dribble, hands it off to Jones. Jones bounce pass to Porter. Porter in the paint. There's the fadeaway jumper. It's good for Talia Porter. She's in double figures now with 11 points.
She just finds that seam in there.
Some pressure defense by the Raiders. Jefferson Cavaliers handle it. We'll kick it out to Altenberg for three from the left wing. That one bounces high off the rim, no good. Getting the rebound is going to be Peyton Fall, and we're going to get a whistle against the Raiders.
Yeah, Jones, she hustles in there and just unfortunately not in the right spot to get that rebound and hook in the arm.
That'll be the second on Brittany Jones. Brinley Altenberg will trigger it in. She gets it into Johnson. Johnson dribbles out to the wing. Left side. This is going to be Silvernail. Her shot is no good. Finley Love chases down the loose ball. Love pushes the ball to Jones in the front court. Now they go to the right corner to Griswold. Griswold back to Jones. Gets to the top of the key. Bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson over to the right side. They go to Jones. Jones on the wing. Back to the top of the key. Plenty of time on the shot clock to Griswold. Cross-court pass to Love. Love, there's the floater. It's good for Finley Love. 5 points now for the 5'5 junior. 28-21. The Raiders back up by 7. They led by as many as 9 points in this ballgame. 6.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Altenberg crossover dribble being guarded by Love. There's going to be a steal by Jones. Jones in transition. 3-on-2. The bounce pass to Griswold. A little too strong, but Jeffa Griswold heads to the charity stripe.
That's kind of what we're talking about, the turnovers back here on this end of the court. The Cavaliers, they ran that 4-high kind of wheel here as they're coming around, but the Raiders are ready for that, ready for the pass to come in. They get a hand in the passing lane, immediately. The hand position of the Raiders is just there. We talk about having a nose to where they need to be. That's actually your hand there. We just, use the nose as kind of a term. But where they're at, their hands are in the right spot, getting ready for that pass, knowing where the ball is going to be, right where it is, and just forcing those turnovers. Well, Griswold missed the first, made the second to give the Raiders an 8-point lead now on the State Farm scoreboard, 29-21 with 6:14 remaining in the third quarter. We have a full timeout, so we will step aside as well for 30 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball action on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
And welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. With Team Burr, I'm Jerome Wickersham. We have 6:14 remaining in the third quarter. It's 29-21. Rapid City Stevens leading Sioux Falls Jefferson. Stevens coming in, the fourth-ranked team in Class AA girls basketball with a 7-1 record, while the Cavaliers are 2-4 on the season. Johnson into the left corner, driving, is Krall.
They're saying she stepped on the line.
Peyton Krall steps out of bounds.
Looks at her coach is like, what?
Dave Burnett, the veteran official, right on top of that with veteran eyes. Here's Peterson back to Jones. Some full-court pressure by the Cavaliers. Bounce pass to Peterson. Peterson over to Griswold. Griswold now to Jones. Left side, they get it to Porter. Porter drives, sends it outside. We're going to get an offensive foul on Talia Porter.
Yeah, and she snuck around one defender, used her body like she always does, but as she was trying to squeeze through, I think she wanted to get into the lane to actually get a shot, but it got cut off, and so as she tried to squeeze through it, she knocked over the defender.
That's the first on Porter. Second team foul against the Raiders.
Coach Dannenberg wanted a hook there as somebody's trying to get open.
Johnson to Krall in the front court. Krall drives to the basket. She is fouled.
Going to be on Jones here. Is that at least her third?
That is number 3 on Jones. Third team foul against the Raiders this quarter. And that sends Peyton Krall to the free throw line for the first time this afternoon. She is scoreless in this contest. And now Peyton Krall gets in the scorebook. That cuts the Raider lead to 7, 29-22. We have Hayden Thornton and Mackenzie Schreiber checking in, replacing Brittany Jones and Jessica Griswold. Second free throw coming up for the senior, Peyton Krall. That one off the right side of the iron, no good. Porter grabs the rebound. Porter pushes the ball to Love in the front court. She drives the right baseline. Into the left corner, they go to Thornton. Thornton out to Peterson. Peterson drives to her left, now spins back to her right, picks up her dribble, has the ball taken away from her.
Yeah,
she was double-teamed.
Yeah, dribbled right into that double team and got cut off and didn't know what to do with it.
Altenberg, the basketball, directing traffic from the top of the key, drives to her right. There's the scoop shot. It's the basket plus one for Brindley Altenberg.
She kind of reminds me of Porter a little bit in the body control that she has. She's got that great first step. It isn't per se quick. It's just really effective. And so she got beside Talia Porter as she got to drive the lane, stuck her on her hip, and forced that foul.
The foul on Hayden Thornton. That is her fourth team foul.
She was the secondary defender over there.
Altenberg makes the free throw. She's a perfect 3 for 3. Has 9 points in this ball game. It's 29-25. The Raiders with that 4-point lead on the State Farm scoreboard. Hayden Thornton to Peterson. Peterson on the wing. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Porter, top of the key. As the Raiders go from right to left, Porter left side to Schreiber. She'll shoot the 3. That one off the left side of the iron, no good. Another offensive rebound. The shot, no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Jefferson basketball.
Porter, another offensive. I think those 4 offensive rebounds she had in the first half, I think that was on 2 different possessions. She got 2 in one, 2 in another, and now she gets 1.
4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third. Into the front court. This is going to be Silvernail, right corner. The 3 is up, and it is good for Bree Umbriet. 29-28, the Raiders by 1. Here's Love in that right corner, out to Thornton.
Wide open.
Thornton open for a moment, gives it to Peterson. Cross-court pass to Love. Love out to Thornton. Thornton spins. Now she gives the ball to Porter. Porter drives, gets in the paint, puts up the shot. And we're going to have a blocking foul against the Cavaliers, but I think Coach Pruitt was hoping for a travel.
Right, yeah, and she kind of stuck or got past the first defender, got cut off right away, and tried to change her direction. And you're right, there was kind of a gray area, but Umbriet was right there, and she was sliding one way, and so...
That's number 1 on Umbriet, second team foul. Here's the floater there by Finley Love, and that's in for 2. 7 points now for Love. 31-28, the Raiders back on top by 3. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the third. This game coming your way on Fox Sports Rapid City, also on GoRaidersLive.com. Trying to work it inside. It's going to be stolen by Porter. Porter gets into the front court for the Raiders. Top of the key. Wants to drive instead. She'll give it to Peterson. Peterson left side to Thornton. She'll shoot the 3. That one off the mark, no good. Macy Bryant grabs the rebound for the Cavaliers. Bryant to Altenberg in the front court. Altenberg drives on Peterson, puts up the shot, and it's going to be a carry on Altenberg. Haley Falcon will check in, replacing Thornton. Also, Jessica Griswold comes back in. So the Raiders get the ball. They lead by 3, 31-28. Peterson works her way into the front court, gives the ball to Griswold. She's wide open. She'll shoot the 3, and she hits it. First three-pointer of the ball game for Griswold. She has 6 points overall.
Yeah, she's had such an impact, though, like she does every night, somehow, somewhat. Finley Love hits the deck. Everyone cheers.
Corner to Warnke. Now to Umbriet in the corner, back to Warnke. Warnke drives in the paint, spins. And we're going to have a hold against the Raiders.
I think that's going to be on Finley Love. What, me? Yep, it is on her. She kind of reached in and doesn't like it.
That's going to be number 3 on Finley Love. 15 foul this quarter for the Raiders. Finley Love over there talking to the coaching staff of the Raiders.
She just plays aggressively. Sometimes as you play, you get caught in a spot where she was just trying to force a jump ball is what it was. It spun around right there. She got her hands in there. And as they turn, you got your hand on there. And, you know, sometimes those are the scenarios where you get called for that foul of grabbing them. But really, you had both your hands on the ball for a second. And as they're pulling away, you can't pull it strong enough your direction, and you get the bad side of it.
Warnke makes the first, misses the second. Altenberg gets the rebound, and we're going to get a timeout for Sioux Falls Jefferson.
How about Altenberg there? Again, showing her value for this Cavaliers team. Getting in there, kind of unusual for the Raiders not to get a defensive rebound on a free throw.
So we have 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. It's a short timeout. It's 34-29, the Raiders with the lead. Let's do a quick scoring update. We'll go across town over to Howard Dodge Gymnasium. Of course, Rapid City Central girls, they were taking on Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And right now, as they start the fourth quarter, Rapid City Central still seeking that first win. Right now, they have a 2-point lead over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 27-25.
And where are they at? What quarter?
They're just starting the fourth.
Okay.
So a close ball game. We'll have a final for you, I'm sure, coming up later on in our broadcast. Let's jump back into the action. Brinley Altenberg triggers it in, gets it to Umbriet in the left corner. Bounce pass down low into the post. Warnke turnaround jumper is no good. Thornton comes away with it, pushes the ball to Porter in the front court. Porter along that left sideline. There's a zone defense. Now they get it to Thornton, top of the key, over to Griswold. Griswold to Thornton. Thornton directs traffic, as they try to break that zone defense. Porter cross-court pass to Falcon. She'll shoot the 3, and Haley Falcon knocks it down.
You can always count on her for 1 or 2 threes coming off the bench. That's kind of her specialty.
37-29, an 8-point lead for Rapid City Stevens on the State Farm scoreboard. We're getting close to 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Warnke the basketball. Warnke left side to get it over to Bryant. Bryant drives back to her left. Pull-up jumper in the paint is no good. Sayumanu Tafa. I practiced that. In the ball game, gets the rebound, and she's going to get the layup at the other end. The layup for the 7th grader.
Yeah, and another big steal right here. That was from Griswold into Porter. Can't get the bounce on that one. Here's Griswold again.
And Porter falling down. We're going to get a blocking foul against Sioux Falls Jefferson.
Coach Pruitt can't believe it here, but how about these last 10 seconds of possession here? Porter gets the ball, drives it in. They're all so concerned for her that they forget about Sayumanu Tafa as she slides in. Then they get the steal. Porter gets the shot. Doesn't happen. Griswold, again, our player to watch, is really stepping up. I think he heard us talking about her, said, I better pick up my game and live up to this.
Porter hits the free throw. 12 points in the ball game. It is 40-29 as the Raiders, a late surge here in this third quarter, Now they take a 12-point lead as Porter hits both free throws. She has 13 points. Allie Peterson comes in as Talia Porter will sit for the rest of this quarter. Likely will sit.
Yeah, it depends on what, unless they fall apart, which I don't see it.
12-point lead now. Here's Bryant in a hurry, gets into the front court for Sioux Falls Jefferson. She'll slow it down. Now she pulls up, shoots the jumper. That's no good. A battle for the loose ball. Peterson comes away with it. Here's Hallie Peterson, crossover dribble in the front court. Right side, they go to Falcon. She's wide open for another three, and she cashes in.
I don't know if they're paying attention. You got to stick a hand in her face.
6 points off of 2 3-pointers for Falcon, and it's now a 15-point Raider lead, 44-29. 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. Altenberg in the front court, being guarded by Sioux Tafa, puts up the three. That's no good. Umbry hits the rebound. That shot is no good. Falcon comes away with it. Falcon gives it to Peterson. And a travel there on Peterson. The defender was right there, and Peterson kind of shuffles her feet.
Yeah, he's definitely right there. That was Abby Horner that caught right in her as Peterson tried to turn around. Has the ball. Horner impacts it. She shuffles her feet.
52 seconds to play here in the third. 44-29, the Raiders on top. Here's Altenberg with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by the Raiders. Altenberg dribbles to the near side. Now back to her left. They go to Bryant on the left wing. She gets around the screen. Tries to work into the paint. Sends it back out. They go to Kroll. Kroll, top of the key. Gives the ball to Horner. Abby Horner drives on Sioux Tafa. Now she picks up her dribble, gives it to Altenberg. Altenberg in the paint. She kicks the ball, or are we going to get a whistle against the Raiders?
2 hands on her. We're going to go to the free throw line here again in the closing moments of this third quarter.
First on Jessa Griswold. Already the Cavaliers in the bonus, so Altenberg will get 2 free throws.
I think the Cavaliers are probably happy, obviously, with that foul, but just that kind of changes the momentum of this game here. It's kind of really slowed down after the Raiders just all of a sudden hit that big, like they hit the NOS button or something like that and just kind of took off, and now they've kind of, settled back down. And here's Porter coming back in.
Porter and Haley Falcon back in for the Raiders. First free throw is good by Altenberg. She hits the second as well. She's now perfect, 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. 13-point Raider lead in the closing moments of this third quarter. Talia Porter, one-on-one, gets into the front court on the near side by the scorer's table. Raiders holding for that final shot of this third quarter. Porter gets around the screen now, trying to get into the paint. The ball is loose. Porter hits the deck, gives the ball to Falcon, but it's travel on Talia Porter. And Coach Dannenbrink,
it's like, what? It was true. So what happened, she collected the ball. She was laying on her side. You have to stay on your side. You can't roll over by any means, and that's what Dannenbrink's talking to Dave Burnett about. He didn't make the call, but it was – so Porter had the ball. She got double-teamed, and they poked it out of her, so she had to try to recover it on the floor.
Altenberg puts up the shot at the buzzer. That one just short of the rim. And that will do it. That's the way we end this third quarter of the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. After 3 quarters of play, Rapid City Stevens leads Sioux Falls Jefferson 44-31. We will step aside for 1 minute. Fourth quarter action coming up when we return on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
And welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales, Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. We start this fourth quarter with the Raiders leading 44-31. It is Sioux Falls Jefferson basketball, though. Altenberg the basketball. Hands it off to Bryant. Bryant dribbles back to her left, drives. There's the scoop shot. No good. Griswold the rebound for the Raiders. She'll push the ball to Love in the front court. Love gets in the paint, drives, passes off to Peterson, and Peterson with her first basket of this ball game.
That's a great point guard. Drives in. Everybody pays attention. She's already thrown up a couple of floaters. They got to be aware of that. She's aware of her teammate. Great cross key pass.
Altenberg looking inside. They go to Horner on the left elbow. Horner spins to her left along the baseline. Now back to her right. Puts up the shot. No good. Porter another rebound, working on a double-double this afternoon. Here's Celia Porter in the front court, crossover dribble, drives, loses the ball. The ball is tapped out. It's going to be Horner who picks it up, but then the Raiders get it back, and Brittany Jones falls down. We're going to get a timeout for the Raiders, quickly called by Adam Dannenberg.
Yeah, good heads up by Dannenberg. How about the heads up of Haley Peterson after Porter loses the ball, driving the lane. The Cavaliers come back the other way, not paying attention. That's just Raider girls basketball right there. They're always in the game, always heads up, always putting pressure no matter where they are on the court.
So 6:48 to go here in this fourth quarter on the State Farm scoreboard, with Rapid City Stevens leading 46-31. They are working on their 8th win of the season. Right now it is the Rough Riders leading Rapid City Central 37-33 with 44 seconds to play. A 4-point Sioux Falls Roosevelt lead.
Yeah, tough cross-town game. I thought maybe the Cobblers, and they still have a shot here, but still down by 4 here, and they just turned the ball over.
Allie Peterson in the front court for the Raiders coming out of that timeout. Peterson to the wing, passes out to Love. Love at midcourt, gets around the screen to the left side. Gets in the lane. Sends it out to Griswold. Griswold hands it off to Peterson. Peterson top of the key. Peterson left side over to Love. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Porter on the low post. Backs her way in and banks it in for 2.
I was waiting for her to spin the other direction, but nope. She can do it all. She can post you up. She can spin you.
Altenberg at the other end kicks it outside. They go to Bryant. The ball is loose. Bryant's able to keep it. No, it's going to be stolen by Porter. Porter in the front court, in transition, drives, and we're going to get a whistle against Sioux Falls Jefferson.
Talia Porter absolutely got clotheslined there. Both officials getting together. They're going to talk about it and who did what, but Porter got in. There was an arm around her neck, and we're going to consult the third official here, make sure we got everything correct, because it was. You saw the crowd just all got quiet for a second. Would you see, Talia Porter like almost literally lose her head over here? How about Jessica Griswold back on this end, hitting the deck, getting after it?
Raider basketball. Griswold on that left wing, cross-court pass to Love. Love splits the defenders, drives, lost the ball, able to retain it and put it in for 2.
That's a great drive by Finley Love there. I'm going to have a hard time picking a player of the game today.
9 points now for Finley Love as the Raiders stretch their lead to 19, 50-31 over Sioux Falls Jefferson. 5.5 minutes to play. Altenberg. Top of the key. There's Crawl for 3. That one off the side of the iron, no good. Silverdale the rebound. Silverdale.
Travel.
We're going to get a travel.
You say it's a travel first. She ran into Finley Love. Finley Love held her ground, and then she slid. I think Coach Pruitt wanted to jump ball, but it was easily a travel first.
So the Raiders going with Hallie Peterson, Hayden Thornton, Talia Porter, Mackenzie Schreiber, and Finley Love. Like we said, the Raiders 5.5 minutes away from their 8th win of the season. It's hard to believe. They're getting close to the midway point of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Peterson into the left corner. Love for 3. It rolls around the rim. No good. She gets her own rebound and puts it in for 2.
Follow your shot. You hear parents yell it, coaches yell it, other players yell it. Follow your shot.
And that's 11 points for Finley Love. At the other end, Brittany Altenberg gets called for the carry.
And that's the second one of the game she got called for.
And it was called by two different officials, so they're watching.
Oh, yeah, they're watching. And, and when coaches see that it was a different official, not just the same one, there's got to be something there because they both saw it.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, 5:02 left in the fourth quarter. The Raiders stretch their lead to 21 points now as the Raiders lead Sioux Falls Jefferson 52-31 in girls basketball action. We will step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
And welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. Rome Wickersham and Dean Gurr with you here at Carroll Hire Gymnasium. We have 5:02 remaining in the fourth quarter with the Raiders pulling out right now up to a 21-point lead, 52-31.
We're going to illegal screen on Porter, and I think she knew it. I don't know if she got bumped and kind of leaned the wrong way, but she kind of plowed over the person she was screening. And
second foul on Talia Porter. First team foul for the Raiders this quarter. In the front court, this is going to be Lydia Johnson. Johnson to Bryant. Bryant takes a step back, shoots the three. That one misses everything. Mackenzie Schreiber comes away with it. Schreiber to Peterson in the front court. She drives, puts up the shot, no good. But it's going to be a foul against the Cavaliers that will send Peterson to the charity stripe.
Yeah, you could see that she was heading in right away. They needed to hustle over there as quick as they can. That on Warrenke. You could see it. I mean, it was a wide open lane, and I don't know if Warrenke saw it or not, but by the time she hustled over there and tried to cut across, she was just late.
Peterson makes the free throw, has 3 points now, all coming in this fourth quarter. Second free throw is good as well. The Raiders, a tremendous free throw shooting team. It's now 54-31 as the Raiders lead with 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Warrenke, the basketball, being guarded by Thornton. Gets the ball to Bryant. Bryant hands the ball, now Bryant with the basketball. Bryant drives. The scoop shot is good. She'll get the basket plus one.
A good drive. She just split the defenders and the little scoop shot after that.
7 points for Macy Bryant. Just a junior for this Cavalier team.
Just a final over the Howard Dodge Gymnasium. The Cobblers closed it to within 3, but couldn't finish it out. 39-35. The Cobblers unfortunately fall.
So a tough loss there for the Lady Cobblers. Now a 20-point lead for the Raiders here at Carroll Hire, 54-34. Here's Peterson into the left corner. Love, she'll shoot the three. That one no good. Schreiber there to get the rebound. The floater, no good. Peterson gets the rebound for the Raiders. Another opportunity for Rapid City Stevens. Hayden Thornton gives it to Love. Love hands it off to Porter. Porter shoots the three. That one is short, no good. Battle for the rebound. Finley Love keeps it alive to Porter. Porter to Schreiber. Schreiber's shot is blocked. Warnke had it for a moment. Porter takes it away. And a travel on to Leah Porter, and the smile on her face, I think, paints the picture there.
Yeah, she got the big steal. They did a great job of hustling back. I believe it was Warnke that was right there. She ran into her and, kind of shuffled her feet trying to collect herself because she's always got her eye on the rim, always knows where to go with it, and so I think she was thinking more up there than down there.
Still a 20-point Raider lead over Sioux Falls Jefferson in this girls' contest. Macy Bryant pops the three. That's no good. Porter comes away with it. Bounce pass to Love. And Love, in transition, gets the layup at the other end. Nice game for Finley Love. She has 13 points this afternoon. Driving is going to be Number 5, Lydia Johnson, she is fouled, so she heads to the free throw line.
The Cavaliers, they keep attacking and keep attacking. You can see the future of this Cavalier team, super duper young here. Kroll's a senior, and a player who has not played today. Gedahun played yesterday, has not played at all today. She's a senior, but that's it. Their talent is really on the young side, specifically the Altenberg. She's, very talented. Horner does a great job. Lydia Johnson's just a sophomore.
Johnson makes the free throw. Makes both free throws, in fact. 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 20-point Raider lead. As the subs are in now, they're trying to work it into Sioux Manutafa. The ball is stolen, and Bryant gets the layup at the other end. That's 10 points for Macy Bryant in the ball game.
Jones and Griswold are still in. That's going to be a block there.
Blocking foul.
That was Gedahun. I just mentioned her. She came in the game, and unfortunately gets a foul.
Isabel Gedahun with her first third-team foul. So we have Haley Falcon, Brittany Jones, Hayden Thornton. Also Jessica Griswold and Marley Sioux-Manutafa in the ball game. Jones left side to Falcon. She'll shoot the three. That one is good for Haley Falcon. Third of the game.
3 for 3 from downtown.
59-38. The Raiders back on top by 21. 2:26 to play. Left side, they work the ball. And driving, there's the shot is up. It is no good for Aaliyah Johnson. The ball still loose.
And we're going to be a foul on the Cavaliers here as they hit the deck but knock over one of the Raiders, and that's going to go against Abby Horner, I believe.
Number 3 on Horner, fourth team foul against the Cavaliers. Again, we have 2:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll have our Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show coming up next.
Jones and Griswold still stay in the game. It kind of was that way yesterday, how long you leave your starters in the game.
Jones to Thornton, top of the key. Over to Jones. Right now the Raiders. And then Jones tries to pop the floater there. That one is no good. So it's going to be Cavalier basketball into the front court. They go to the right corner. That was Kayla Newberg.
And dig into your roster there.
I'm digging into my roster. They try to work it inside. The ball is thrown over the head of Aaliyah Johnson. So we have Macy Muth checking in for Brittany Jones, who sits down. Then Mackenzie Schreiber comes in for Jessica Griswold.
It was funny that number 24 for the Cavaliers kind of reminds me of kind of the players that left the Cavaliers from last year, graduated. That Aaliyah McGovern Harrington, she was a talented player. And this little number 24 kind of reminds me of her a little bit there.
Falcon misses her three for the first time this afternoon. So back the other way comes Sioux Falls Jefferson with less than 90 seconds to play. The ball is loose. It was Muth who gets the ball to Sioux Manutafa. She'll hand the ball to Schreiber. Schreiber ahead to Thornton. Thornton in the paint, spins. There's the scoop shot. That one is no good. Rebound grabbed by Nevaeh Noor. Actually, is Johnson. And the shot is up and good. For number 24.
Oh, that's number 24. We talked about her yesterday.
I'll let you pronounce the name.
Flores Delgado.
Yes.
Yeah, just a substitution timeout here. More players for the Raiders come in to get under a minute. But, yeah, I was talking about the players, kind of the reason why, the Cavalier ladies were very talented last year. But you had Aaliyah McGovern Harrington, who graduated. Jaden Dunn, we called her name for several seasons.
Playing at FDSU now.
Yeah, Ashlyn Johnson. So these players that had a big impact. Now they got the next generation of them coming, and they're young.
The shot by Muth is no good. We're going to get a whistle against. That's going to be on the Raiders, so Everly Peterson, I believe. picks up her first personal, 4th team foul. Down to just 36 seconds to play in this fourth quarter, a 19-point Raider lead. Here's Flores Delgado with the basketball. Now she shoots the three. That one rolls in and out, no good. Kinsey Dillevue, the rebound. Dillevue works her way into the front court, down to 15 seconds now. They'll work it around. We're 21. That's Erica Clough. Clough to Portlock, back to Clough. She'll shoot the three. That one is short. And that is going to be your buzzer. That'll do it. The Raiders get the win this afternoon by 19.
Let's talk to Jared Vasquez. He's got another name for Erica Clough, so she must have a hyphenated name, but it's not listed on her roster, but he calls her that when he takes over the broadcast for GoRaidersLive.com.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, the final score here at Harold Hire Gymnasium in this girls' matchup, it was Rapid City Stevens 59, Sioux Falls Jefferson 40. We will step aside for 30 seconds. We'll come back with our post-game show right here on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.